Going on, guys? 2019 indoor track previews with my man,
Coach Shet.
Coach H.
We're going to start right off with the earliest one on Wednesday. We're going to get right into the girls Division 5 meet. So let's get right into the sprints. What are your thoughts on the girls 55?
I'm really liking the D5 meet. Shout out to all the athletes and teams in Division 5. I think D5 sets the tone.
Yeah, it's gonna have some. It's got some of the top athletes in the state.
Setting the tone.
Kind of surprising for a small school. Let's get right into it. In the 55, you have your returning champion in the 55 dash with the meet record, Alyssa Madden from Oakmont. She ran 7:20 last year to set the record.
Yep.
She's been kind of quiet. She got that 7:38, but that was all the way back in December.
Yep.
To me, hands down, that's still my favorite. Aaliyah Hernandez from Leicester has a 7:3, but I think that's a hand time. Dasa Hayes from Manchester Essex, 7:31 FAT. Caroline Schissel, 7:34 from Amesbury. Schissel was in the final last year, and so was Hernandez as just a sophomore for Hernandez. But to me, it's the Alyssa Madden show. Maybe not just in the 300 either.
It's the Alyssa Madden show. The battle tested senior. We're going to agree on this one. Yeah, you've named all the athletes I think that have a shot. Amesbury is going to be seeking to get big points from Caroline. Amesbury, Littleton down the road. But Alyssa Madden caps her high school career off with a double. We'll start with the 55.
Let's go right into the 300. Alyssa Madden is the overwhelming favorite. 390 at the Speed Classic. The only thing that worries me a little bit is these times are from December. So I don't know if she's just been hanging out in her league or what's going on. I mean, she's entered in both, so they obviously are entering her to run. Noel's Anna Roman with a 41.43. She's been running well all season. It's just Alyssa Madden's in that next level. I really can't see her being caught, especially since she wants to redeem herself from losing that 300 last year to Chloe Alfieri from Bromfield.
Set the meet record.
Both set the meet record, yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Anybody else to watch out for in that race?
Yeah, Laura Saboni, Austin Prep, and Lily Digman from Murdoch. Does Lily run the 3 or the 6? She's seated in both. She's top 5.
I think she runs the 6. Lily Digman, let's bring, without transition us right into the 600. Lily Digman, do you remember her from last year as an 8th grader?
I did.
She took everybody by storm and won in 137 flat. I remember watching that race and being like, who is this little girl? And she's back. She only has a 139 to her credit from the freshman sophomore right now. I guess Sarah Rothman entered in there too. She's going to triple. It just depends what the triple's going to be because they're going to try and win the team title.
Yes.
Chelsea Lynch also there from Amesbury. You talked about Amesbury trying to collect some points, just like Littleton's going to be able to try and collect some points. Clark McKenzie
yes.
is a 141. She'll be trying to get major points in there. So the 300, to me, it's going to be Lily Digman, unless Sarah Rothman's in there, and then we'll see because Rothman has a 136.64.
Amesbury, like you brought up, Chelsea Lynch and Littleton. This is where it's going to start to get interesting in regards to how the team battle plays out. And we transition, you said Rothman, which of the twins, what are they tripling, what are they doing? That's going to implicate how that day looks.
Yeah, we actually don't have actual seed list yet. We're just going on potential. They don't close until 11:59 a.m. this morning. So let's move up to the 1,000. What are your thoughts?
Once again, a Rothman. That's going to be a name that we're going to be saying a lot. But let's say Tessa McLean, Bloomfield. She's the #1 seed. But back to the Clarks. The Clark, McKenzie, and I think Riley Clark.
Yeah.
How will they assist Littleton in trying to capture the team title? We're getting some points in that 1,000. And you got to look out for a girl that we'll mention again, Emily Booten.
Yep, from Pope Francis.
Pope Francis, and Mia Cromwell from Manchester Essex. But it looks like it's going to be the Littleton show in 1,000, potentially putting 3 girls in the top 5.
3 in the top 5, you
3 in the top 5 or the top 6.
I mean, that would be tough to do. they have 3 in the top 10 on the seed list, but Clark is all the way down to 8. Clark McKenzie's all the way down to 8. Mackenzie Clark and Riley Clark is at 10. So you have so many girls in there. I don't see 3 in the top 5. And if Rothman's coming back from the mile, she's going to have a tough time taking down Tessa McLean. If Rothman's not fresh, that's Tessa McLean's race to lose from Bromfield.
And then we transition back into
you're at the mile now, and there's Sarah again, and you also have Caitlin in there as well. So, and then Lauren Grayla had an outstanding cross country season.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So we'll kind of we'll see the 2 mile list, but I think Grayla will give Rothman all she can handle. Sarah's going to be trying to do the bare minimum, but it's hard to do the bare minimum against someone
of that caliber.
Grayla. So
Emily Putin, Pope Francis.
Yep.
Seated again.
A little bit down on the list, and you can't forget about her is Eve Farbach from Manchester, Essex. Been kind of quiet. If I remember correctly, she was injured during the cross country season, and we saw her at the end, but
at the end, yeah,
wasn't completely herself. So can't forget about her. Looking at the results last year, the Rothmans went 1-2.
Yes.
In this race with 5:06 and 5:09. I can't see that happening again with Grayla in the race.
I think as we transition into the 2 miles, I think
let's get right into it. We don't have to keep saying the word transition either.
Yeah, 2 mile. We're talking about. I have a dark horse. I mean, she won last year, Megan Davis, but she's not seeded number 1.
Yeah,
but Megan Davis, fresh legs.
She was a monster last year, especially outdoors in that 2 mile.
Legs?
Just has an 11:15, but that was on a flat track of Smith College. Grayla's in here again, so is both the Rothmans. So depending on, and Booten's in there again, she's certainly not going to be tripling, so we'll see what she decides to run. Should be fun in a lot of these girls' races. Top end talent outside just Sarah and Caitlin Rothman.
But Megan Davis, fresh legs, I think. Rothmans will do enough to secure the team title. But Megan Davis, I think, because I think they're going to run that 4x8 for the win.
I'm still taking Rothman if she's in there. The Littleton girls might be able to do it without Sarah in the 4x8. Hurdles, Gonay, Alexandra Gonay. She's your returning champion. Tied the meet record last year with an 8.49. She's the top seed with an 8.62 at Smith College. Closest to her is Mackenzie Condon from Martha's Vineyard and Alexia Allard from Murdoch. Don't see anybody catching Gonay. I remember we said her name a lot last year. 55 hurdles in my mind is going to be all Alexandra Gonay.
Shout out to Mackenzie in Martha's Vineyard. She's a great runner, and I think she will be the one to give Gonay a run for her money.
Not happening, man. Look, shout out's fine, but it's not happening. It's all Gonay. Why don't we jump into the relays, and then we'll get real quick relays. Top seed is Amesbury right now with a 148. Team points certainly on the line. Austin Prep the closest to them with a 149. The girls 4x4 is Noah, that 409 that they ran at the small school coaches.
Noel on the dub.
4 seconds ahead of South Hadley. So we'll see if South Hadley, Amesbury, Ipswich, if any of those teams can kind of level the playing field and be a little closer than what those seed times show. 4x8, Littleton, like I said, they have a 9:38 on D5 relays. The next closest team was Sutton with a 10:06. You tell me they can't do that without Rothman? Without Sarah?
They're going to have to spread it out for the team win.
I think Sarah has done an individual triple before, so without a relay on there. So that's all Littleton right there. High jump, the only one with a 5.8, one of the top, if the top jump in the state. I think this is
one of them.
I think that 5.8 is the top. Sarah Crockett from Linfield.
Yeah.
A couple girls right there. Lindsay Marjansky from South Hadley, 5'6". Samantha Schoenberg from Bromfield. Those will be the challengers in that women's high jump.
Girls long jump?
Yeah, get into it.
Mackenzie Condon. Martha's Vineyard, her and Emily Hickey, as well as Claire Stewart, if I said it right, sorry Claire, from Bromfield, they're gonna be going at it. They're the 3 girls over 17 feet. One might pop one for the champ.
Right, and because our video's running a little late, we'll go into the shot put. It's all Cameron Garbian from Seacom. She had that monster throw of 45-1 and 3-4 at the South Coast Conference Championship. She's a full 7 feet ahead of the next girl, Michaela Ward from Fontbonne. So it's all
The Seacock show, 3 girls in the top, 2 girls in the top 3 that day.
all right. That's our girls D5.
Good luck, everyone.